Is this bacon in here?
Yes, bacon.
10 out of 10.
Natasha, Gregory Rodriguez, Yasmin, Luis Lopez, Tina, and
3,
Simone
2,
Francis.
1.
Hi everyone, welcome to today's episode of the Now You Understand podcast. I'm Yasmin, one of your brand ambassadors, and your host for today. This month we wanted to focus on OP's history and what makes the program so special. And who better to talk about that than our amazing, beloved staff. We'll have 3 people joining us for today: Simone Francis, Luis Lopez, and Gregory Rodriguez. And to make it fun, it's also Mukbang edition. But before that, let me give you a quick rundown on OP, also known as Opportunity Programs. Here at NYU, it's made up of 3 things: HEOP, C-STEP, and STEP, the pre-college program. OP is funded jointly by the New York State Department of Education and NYU. It has existed since 1969, and the mission is to ensure the success of low-income New York State residents and support them on their higher education journey. Now we're going to be introducing one of our guests.
Hey y'all, my name is Luis Lopez. I'm the advisor and counselor for students in both liberal studies as well as Steinhardt School of Education.
What inspired your choice of food for today?
One of my students who came into my office who was cognizant of my food allergies, and they were like, hey, I saw these cupcakes and they sounded really good, so maybe we should try them. And we did. The gluten ones are good, y'all. I hope you enjoy those as well. But these right here, top tier.
Can you tell us a bit about your experience working at OP?
I've been at OP, I want to say, a little over 5 years now. My experience here has been amazing and mutual in terms of, growing and learning together.
Now we're going to be trying our cupcakes. My first one is vanilla, and it does have gluten.
Mine is banana chocolate chip, and it does not have gluten for my fellow celiacs. Let's get into these. Cheers.
Cheers.
Actually, tap the paper. No gluten.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
It's really good. I like the frosting. I also like the cake. Is 10 out of 10.
Very decadent. Very rich. We definitely should have brought a glass of milk. Yeah. But these are rich.
What brought you to OP in a professional capacity?
I was seeking growth. So instead of working with high school students getting into college or universities of their choice, I would meet them here in the universities or here at NYU. So for me, I felt like it was time to kind of try something new and grow. And NYU's OP felt like the great, opportunity for me. I wasn't an OP scholar, but I was the one friend that got adopted by the OP kids. So for me, it was just like, I know how beneficial the program could be.
When was the first time you had heard of OP? You can take a bite.
Some of my friends while I was at Columbia who were alums of this program, friends from when I was at SUNY who were in EOP. So I kind of already knew how the program worked. But for OP here, I learned of it in applying.
Why do you think it's important to know about OP's history?
I think it's important, especially given the political climate currently, to know where the program is birthed out of, right? And what the intention behind the program was and who it serves historically. And when y'all become alums, giving back to the program, or even meeting other OP or EOP alums where all you have to say is like, oh, I was part of this program, and oh my God, me too. So it's a family. I know that's overused and it's kind of cliche, but you have like a OP community.
I like family though. It sounds nice and welcoming. Do you have a specific memory that you at OP that you feel is really emblematic of what you love about the community?
For sure. I think one of the core memories of my time here was a little after I had started working here. I want to say I know it was after Hurricane Maria in Puerto Rico, that I do know, because we took students there on a alternative break trip, which I thought was amazing. One, being from there, but also having the capacity to share that with students. And it wasn't just like, oh, we're going to a tropical paradise. No, we're going there to contribute to the community. Many of our students have family on the island or have experience traveling there for more pleasant things. So this was a way for us to give back.
That sounds amazing. And hopefully we are able to do it again, because that would be really cool before I graduate, please. What is something particularly memorable about your time in undergrad?
For me, my abroad experience was life-changing. It was a little different than most study abroads in the sense that, on paper, I was in Ciudad de Mexico, but in reality, I was in the mountains of South Mexico, which was awesome. I got to learn from a lot of communities there and see things that I was just learning about in books. So it wasn't just theory, it's theory and practice.
What is something that makes OP unique to you?
We're unique for many reasons. I often think about just the fact that one, we're in New York, right? We are within NYU, but y'all do make the program as, you know, unique and as amazing as it is, where we're all coming from different backgrounds, but y'all kind of really create your own spaces within that space. And seeing how y'all navigate that for me is always just like, all right, cool. We're a global institution. So the fact that our students can go everywhere, for me, I'm like, that's really unique. Where you can be in Abu Dhabi, you can be in Shanghai, or London, like you went, right? Come back with 1,000 totes, no shame. There's so many answers to that question. One of the, I guess I'll answer your question with the last question. What makes it unique for me is that I get to see y'all from the interview process all the way to graduation. So I get to see how y'all grow from like your freshman summer to like graduation, and y'all are like freaking out. I'll be at like Radio City or walking up the stage and you're like, oh my God, I'm gonna graduate. And I'm like, yeah, watch your step. You don't want to fall.
Yeah.
So I get to see the full, I guess, the process, you know? And then y'all are like, can you believe it? And I'm like, yeah, I can. But I get to see who y'all were versus to, you know, who you're becoming. But yeah, my advice is, you know, reach out.
It is a really hard question because there's like so many things. And also, you could call New York the center of the world. That's like what we were talking about in my class earlier.
Yeah.
We got to watch a documentary about New York, the center
All
of
the
the world.
movies take place here.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like...
Any advice you have for students who are currently in undergrad and like things that you can speak to about your experience and what you want them to know?
Yeah, I think the one thing I tell all my students, as you know, is have no shame asking for help if you need it, right? And the other thing is you don't have to do anything alone here unless you want to. We have academic support. You can check in with your counselors and go abroad. Y'all get tired of hearing me say that. Go abroad and really maximize your time here. And then once you leave the community or the family, that you come back. You know, we have our alumni network, and the community is only as strong as we make it. And if you have these cupcakes, bring a glass of milk, because yeah, I'm sure I'm not the only one right now that could use something.
Yeah, these are very, very intense.
Very
they're
rich.
they're very good.
Very
They're
rich.
very good. Okay, that's all we have. Thank you so much for being here.
And good luck with midterms and finals, y'all.
And that's a wrap.